Blog Talk Radio.
Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hello? Hello? Can anybody hear me? 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 I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Are you talking? Greg Dergarian, are you talking? I can't hear you. I can't hear anything. And I've called it. I've called in as a guest, and I called in as the host. It's driving me crazy. This thing never works. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey, can anybody hear me yet? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me yet? Jesus Christ. Can anybody hear me? It looks like your mic, some of the mics are open. No? Anyat, Valaga, Zanai Pichayat. Hi, Jer. Hey, Jerry. Jerry, can you hear me? No. I mean now. The show's not fucking working. Every week there's some problem. I am. And what am I going to do? Just cancel? I guess I have to. Yeah, I mean, no, the mics won't stay open. It is. It's every week there's a problem. I don't know. I guess we could go to free conference calling, but how do I get everybody there? Yeah, but how do I get it? How do I get it to them? How do I give the people now who are on the line? There's a lot of people called in. Yeah. So it's only 5 minutes into the show. Or yeah, to dial to the show? You dialed in before and then went out and then you're back. Yeah, nothing's happening. I got a bunch of callers. And Greg Dergarian said he could hear us. But I can't hear anybody. There's a mic. Let's see if the mics. No, the The mic's... Where? No. Oh, hey. Hey, Nick says they can hear me. But can you hear Jerry? Hey, they can hear us. Hey, everybody. Should we go over to freeconferencecalling.com? Freaking out. Gee whiz. What should I do? Nick Livingston, should we go to freeconferencecalling.com? I don't know if they're listening to... Yeah. You can hear me speaking to Jerry. Okay. They're getting me through Skype. Kelly told me. They can hear me. It's a good thing I didn't swear more than I'm swearing right now. What did I say? Not much. Okay. Well, can someone tell the guest? I guess. Let's all go to Jerry. Jerry, you there? Okay, he's gone. Maybe we should go to freeconferencecalling.com. Jerry, can you hear me? No, he's gone now too. Hey, everybody, the show's over. The show's over. Yeah, okay. Mike Cox can hear me, but let's go to freeconferencecalling.com. I'll set up no, it's just too late. Hey, everybody, I got to tell you something. We had a hell of a guest scheduled for today. This guy has so much information about texting and recruiting. I was pretty impressed. I was really wanting to hear all about it. Darn it. And these jerks over here at, okay, let's go to, hey, guest, go on Twitter. Tell me if you're willing to go to freeconferencecalling.com. I know you don't like your Twitter. You lied to me already. I asked you if you had a Twitter, and you said no. I don't have a Twitter, okay? Do have a Twitter address. It's CPTR13. Come on, talk to Animal. Tell me if you'll go to freeconferencecalling.com, and we'll do a show. Otherwise, I'll put you on the 15th. Tell me now, okay? Tell somebody. I got to know if the guest is going to be there. Oy vey, you know what? While I'm waiting for him to tell me, I'll do my intro, okay? Because if we go someplace else, I'm not going to get a chance to do it. So, hey, everybody, Recruiting Animal here. Yeah, like you didn't know, on March 8th, 2017, the first show of the 11th year of the Recruiting Animal show, and it's all screwed up. How do you like that? Well, anyway, though, here's how I'm going to start it off. I'm going to talk about something that I've talked about before. And you know why? I have to talk about it again today because I am very immature. I'll tell you, it's true. There's lessons I should have learned when I was 15 years old, and I'm still surprised today at those things. I just haven't learned them. And last week, here's my example. Last week, we had a young guy on the show who claimed that he was recruited away from Adobe, a prime company, to another company. And when he got there, he found that the info that the recruiter gave him about the new job wasn't quite true. The money she promised wasn't there. And he admits, he was young and naive. He should have done more research himself, but he didn't realize that he couldn't trust the recruiter. He thought, of course, she's going to be giving him honest information, but according to him, she didn't. I don't know if he was angry at this woman. He didn't say. But what if he was? What could he do? That's the question. What was he going to post on Twitter? That recruiters are all scum? What about when he goes looking for his next job and people check out his social media footprint? That's not going to look good, is it? No, they won't hire a guy who writes like that. And here's the thing, another thing. You might have to deal with the people who screw you over and over again. And if you piss them off, is that going to help you? Let's say you live in a small or medium-sized town. There's only one hospital. And the urinary tract specialist, this is not far-fetched. This doctor treats you rudely. What are you going to say? You're not going to see him again? What if your boss likes to hog all the credit for your work? Are you going to quit? What if there's a jerk in your department? Are you going to quit every time he says something stupid? People are always praising the spiritual value of marriage because it teaches you to control your temper because you can't move out every time you get mad at your husband or wife. And, that teaches you to live with your disappointment. But I never realized that you have to live with disappointment. You have to deal with people you don't like all the time, no matter how mad they make you. You got to go back to them, And it made me think of a saying I've heard. Maybe you know who said it originally, that an armed society is a polite society. An armed society is a polite society. But as far as I can see, you don't have to be armed. Even in the age of the internet, it's not so easy to complain, but complain we must. That's why we've given you a forum to do so at Jerry, what show is this? Shout's not playing. Nothing's working. What a life. What a life. Oh, boy. Well, the guest didn't get back to me about going to freeconferencecalling.com, so I guess the show's over. But, I can tell you some of the stuff. It was so interesting. First of all, the guy, he's got a long article, and he says, recruiters, stop with the stupid job titles. He said, you're a recruiter. So am I. We are all recruiters, and that's okay. But then I go to his LinkedIn profile. What does he call himself? A talent acquisition leader. Okay? That's the most phony title in the world, in the recruiting world. Leader. Talent acquisition. Doesn't call himself a recruiter. I was going to take him to task about that. Okay? Anyway, I don't know. What should I do? I mean, I'm here already. You're here. Maybe I should tell you everything, and then he'll have to tell it again. But here's what he said. He said, 2 years ago, I wouldn't even consider texting a candidate. Texting was too personal. Email was okay. Email is okay for business. But the phone was my key tool. The phone was what I believed every recruiter should be using. Then I read a chat about recruiters who were talking about texting, and they were very enthusiastic about it. So I tried it. And it worked immediately. It was so effective, so fast, that I was kicking myself for not trying it sooner. So yes, he says, texting works. It's fantastic. That's what the show was about. Well, here's what he says. I'll just give you a taste I'm going to put him in the 15th. He says, initially, I would call, email, and text instead of just calling and email. But it quickly turned to text first, then call, then email, and then he went bulk. He went wild. Anyway, you know what? I'll leave it at that for today. I'm going to schedule him in for March 15th, and I think it'll be pretty good if I can actually get somebody on the air. Let me try once more. Hey, it's holding. Can anybody talk to me? No. Nope. No one can talk to me. Thank you, Blog Talk Radio, for being the shittiest platform. It is getting worse than ever. Every week, it's, is this going to work? 10 years I've been on this thing, and I can't get on. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I can't play any music. It's not working. Maybe I should sing. 10 years ago. On a cold, dark night. Goodbye.